Let's look at new customer acquisition for e-commerce with Google Analytics, because Google Analytics 4 has its place to help you understand user behavior and interaction. However, as a marketing attribution tool or trying to calculate new customer acquisition metrics, it falls very short. The reason for that starts with the definitions that Google Analytics has chosen to use for what makes a new customer. They don't actually have a concept of that. It requires some GA4 master to go in and prep all the data, create custom dimensions and segments, and then that person has to babysit all the data feed to get something close to new customer acquisition cost. Google Analytics' definition of a new user is someone that hasn't visited the site. It has nothing to do with their purchase history. When you see how many new users you might be driving, those are not customers, those are users. So this is a big problem, because to grow your new customer acquisition, you need to know your NCAC number, which is your new customer acquisition cost, compared to your NAOV, which is your new average order value. You need to know the spread of that, but hopefully have a profitable spread to start the segment and only look at new customer activity from people who ended up buying. That was verified. It was their very first purchase with you, because first purchasers are more challenging to get, so they're likely to cost a lot more than whatever you've baselined as your normal customer acquisition cost. You just look at Google Analytics, you say, show me all my ad spend and show me all my sales, and divide the two and call that your CAC, or customer acquisition cost. But what the pros do for new customer acquisition is not look at sales, but look at customers, and not any customers, but just the new, and then take the ad spend and divide it by the new customers only. And you'll find it's a much higher cost. That's just the reality of how it works. So you can optimize your marketing and budgeting around getting a profitable spread when you have the right NCAC and the right NAOV, and work to optimize that spread first. Google Analytics doesn't have this concept out of the box without a ton of configuration. Then you're stuck for that maintenance and trying to keep that up to date and hope that the custom job that was done for you holds. And then when it doesn't, and you want to triage what's going on or what the issue is, you can't, because it's a black box. For those reasons, Google Analytics 4 is quite challenging when you're trying to use it for mastering customer acquisition.